Have you on video, okay? Stealing tickets, stealing lottery tickets, all right, stealing money, okay, which that's all verified, okay?
That's why over being arrested.
I'm not going to provide that information, okay?
You got 2 police officers here. You're smart.
Please don't waste our time.
And the other night.
I was stupid, I shouldn't have did it, I'm sorry. So please don't arrest me, can you give me a notice to appear? Please.
She's actually sitting in the back doing classes because I didn't want her to be in back on the register.
Okay.
I got video clip of her taking scratch off, spinning it, catching it, put it in the trash.
Can you speak a little bit louder? Is she nearby or?
No, she's in the office.
Okay. I just wanted to hear you better. The camera can hear you better too.
Okay. I got her on cameras taking scratch off, scanning it, cashing it, taking some, putting it in the trash, and putting it in another trash to make it seem like she's pulling out a lot of trash away, and go ahead and make so when it's time for her to leave, so she can get it and go home with it.
Was she ever get any cash from any one of those, or did she take any cash?
She won some, and she redeemed it.
Okay.
So there was a couple of times when she took a $150 ticket and she cashed it out for a $100 ticket.
Okay.
And when, of course, she won $100 and she would take the money as well.
How much total in cash and how much total in lottery tickets?
I know in total ticket, it was from 8 different books.
From 8 different
books.
And you have that on surveillance camera clear as day?
100%.
All right, no questions asked about it?
No, that's 100%.
Right. You said you want to press charges, correct?
Absolutely.
Have you filled out a statement before or not? Have you filled one of these out before or not?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Absolutely.
Some people, it's their first time filling one of these out, so.
No. This is not my first time.
Okay. Does she know why she's back there right now, or?
I told her she got class to do because she's a new employee, and new employee got video classes to do.
Okay.
So instead of putting her out here to be on the street, she's gonna be in the back watching the camera. I mean, not the camera, but doing the video classes because she's still under a new employee. She hasn't been with us for 1 week.
So right now, as far as she's aware, she's doing training in the background.
Yes.
Okay.
I was surprised to see her come back after doing all that.
So the cash and the lottery tickets she put in trash bags, took out as if she's throwing it away, and then we'll pick it up at the end of her shift.
Yeah, and that's all. Okay.
That's on camera too, her taking the trash bags at the end of shift and going to her car, being picked up or whatever the case is.
On March 29th, 2023, a Speedway convenience store employee was confronted by law enforcement after surveillance confirmed she had stolen over $5,000 in lottery tickets during her first week on the job, a figure that triggers felony grand theft classification in every United States jurisdiction. In most states, unscratched lottery tickets remain the legal property of the licensed retailer until a completed point-of-sale transaction is recorded. Removing tickets from inventory without ringing a valid sale constitutes theft of retailer property at the moment of removal, regardless of any subsequent payout.
If you just fill out all your information in detail up top, I don't need home address, and I don't need your home phone, but everything else, please. And the statement, I'll just be as detailed as possible. So on whatever date, whatever time, however it was you found out.
I found out on Monday. Well, it happened on Sunday. I found out Monday morning because as a manager we scanned lottery, and I couldn't figure it out. So I let my district manager know that some stuff was missing, and basically they went to go in there and do the research. And then when I got my camera, the camera for the store, contacted and everything, that's when I checked the video, and that's when I saw all that.
Yeah, just in the statement, just basically chronological order, date, approximate time, however it was you found out, just like you were saying, that one of your employees was stealing lottery tickets, cashing them out, going into detail like that within the statement, and so forth. Okay. When did she get hired? Last week. Like it covers it for the most part.
Checking to see if she won. She was scratching them off herself? I thought she was taking them to sell them.
Like some of them, she's actually redeeming them here in store and taking cash for it.
Oh.
Cash and lottery tickets in the trash can.
Oh.
In the trash bags.
So she was scratching when she won. She
Yeah,
was,
so some of the tickets, like some of it were tickets and some of it was saying she was. And there's no evidence out the back of the store to shoot if she was thinking about anything about this. That come out here.
that's wild. Just straight back at the end, right? Right here. Okay. What's her name? Jennifer? Oh, man. Sorry.
Hey, Jennifer. Hey. How you doing?
How are you?
Too bad. Alright, do you have any idea why we're here right now? Or why we'd be here? No, I don't. Okay. Are you, did you just get hired here, or?
Yeah.
Okay. So you have no idea why we're here whatsoever?
No.
Hey, Jennifer, let me try to help you out here for 1 second, okay? We're here for a reason, okay? Right? We're law enforcement. Please don't pretend that we're stupid or anything, okay? So the next words that come out of your mouth probably need to be the truth, okay? Answer this officer truthfully so we can get this whole process over with.
Alright, so since you don't want to own up to your mistakes, something okay? All I need is a yes or no answer, whether or not you understand. Alright. So, all I need is a yes or no answer, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. Anything you say can and will be used against you in court. Do you understand?
Yes.
You have the right to talk to a lawyer before and during question. Do you understand?
Yes.
If you cannot afford a lawyer and want one will be provided for you before question without charge. Do you understand?
Yes.
Has anyone threatened you or promised you anything to get to talk to me?
No.
Okay. Alright, would you like to talk to me?
Officers delivered a Miranda advisement consistent with Miranda versus Arizona, decided in 1966. That decision requires law enforcement to advise any suspect in custody of 4 rights before questioning begins. The right to remain silent, that statements may be used in court, the right to retained counsel, and the right to appointed counsel at no cost. Individual acknowledgement of each right, as occurred here, is the procedural standard that insulates subsequent statements from a suppression challenge at trial. The suspect's initial hesitation did not constitute a lawful invocation. Under Berghuis v. Thompkins, decided in 2010, a suspect must unambiguously invoke the right to silence to terminate questioning. Hesitation or ambiguity does not meet that standard. Officers who continue engaging a non-invoking suspect act lawfully, and any resulting voluntary statement remains admissible. Officers disclose the existence of surveillance evidence before any statement was made, a technique known as strategic evidence disclosure. The Supreme Court held in Frazier v. Cupp in 1969 that pre-confession deception is permissible absent physical coercion. The confession is further governed by Colorado v. Connelly in 1986, which established that personal compulsion, addiction, or financial desperation does not affect voluntariness. Only police-generated coercion controls.
I don't understand.
So no, you don't want to talk to me, or yes, you do want to talk to me. You just want to understand a bit more why we're here with you, and then you'll decide whether or not you're going to talk.
Tell me why you're here.
Okay. Well, it's over here. I'll see something to do with your employment and tickets. Lottery tickets specifically, okay? Do you want to talk with me, yes or no?
Just give us 1 second.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'll come get you.
You don't understand what's going on? Okay. So, have you on video, okay? Stealing tickets, stealing lottery tickets, alright, stealing money, okay, which that's all verified, okay? That can be proven, there's no question about it, okay? So, it's either you want to talk to me or you don't. Help me explain why if not.
I'm being arrested.
Okay, so can you answer a simple question? Do you want to talk to me about the incident, yes or no? Sorry?
I promise you'll feel a whole lot better when you talk about it.
I'll give you a chance if you want to talk, but if not, I'm not going to make you talk, so, but I need an answer now.
I just want to know if I'm being arrested.
I'm not going to provide that information, okay?
You got 2 police officers here. You're smart.
Please don't waste our time.
Please don't arrest me.
Why shouldn't we arrest you?
Please don't arrest me.
Why
Give
shouldn't
us a good reason why we shouldn't arrest you. Explain yourself and your actions from the other night.
I was stupid. I shouldn't have did it. I'm sorry. So please don't arrest me. Can you give me a notice to appear? Please.
We need to talk about what happened first before we can determine what we're going to do about it.
So quite
We have one side of the story, okay?
So quite simply, you're going to talk to us and provide every detail of it, or you're not going to talk to us. Okay. Either way. All right. Either way, I need an answer right now.
Yes.
Yes?
Your Honor, yes.
Okay. All right. So, what was the reason for taking any tickets, taking any money that I had to take?
It's an eviction.
I'm sorry?
I'm facing eviction. I'm being kicked out of my home. I'm in a desperate mood.
Do you have any roommates, any family?
I have my mom. She stays with me.
Was she not able to help you out with anything, or what? So,
She's trying to get Social Security.
have you ever been arrested before?
Yes.
Okay, for what?
Back in early 2000s for marijuana.
Any theft related
Just
charges?
doing it out, huh?
Any theft related
No.
charges? Okay. Any fraud related charges? Okay. So, you know there's cameras around left and right nowadays, right? So what makes you think you could get away with something like this?
I don't know.
So you're saying this is a desperate and stupid move right the other day?
Yes.
Hey, how much money did you get from cashing in the lottery tickets? And again, everything's verifiable. Like everything's tracked and traced, right? It's not like you took a couple dollars from the cash drawer. You took some tickets and you scratched them off and you turned them in, right?
I paid for the tickets as well as when I turned them in.
You paid for the tickets
Out of the money.
out of the money. Yeah.
So you paid for the tickets with the money that you stole from the tickets.
But what we're trying
Probably
$300.
$300.
Is that how much you actually took home that night, or is that how much you spent on the other tickets? I'm trying to understand this, okay? So you took some tickets from the roll, right? And then you scratched them off, and then you turned them into the lottery machine to get the payout, right? And you took that money and you bought more tickets. Again, I don't understand how the lottery system works here. So you took some tickets.
Yes, and then I would scan it, pay for it, and then keep the rest of the money.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
About $50 out of the 100 to pay for the tickets.
So as far as you think or know, about $300 worth. Amongst tickets and cash and everything else like that. Tell me about how you managed to get the money and tickets out of the store.
What?
Tell me how you managed to get the tickets and the money out of the store.
Yeah.
How you were able to get the lottery tickets.
Did you just put the lottery tickets in your front pocket and walk out the front door?
You stick it in a backpack.
No, I scratched the ticket and turned it in and got the money from it. It was around $300.
Alarm. Just an alarm.
I'm not getting any radio reception ones.
I got it. Just an alarm.
But, okay. I'm sorry. Don't what you said.
Around $300.
How did you walk out of the store with all lottery tickets and cash? Stick it in your pocket? You didn't?
I redeemed them in the store.
You didn't take anything home with you?
Just the cash, the $300 or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay.
You didn't put lottery tickets and cash in the trash can? Take it outside? Put in the trash can at the end of your trip to go pick it up?
Just the ones that I threw away. The ones that after winning threw away.
So you scratched them off, you threw them away, and then you went back to the dumpster to kind of collect them to kind of hide your evidence or whatever?
No.
That's what you just said.
No. Bring it through.
Okay, you gotta be clear for us, right? We don't work at a gas station, so you rang them up, you threw them in the trash, and then what?
I kept part of the money and put the money for the ticket in the till.
Okay. So at no point did you try to conceal anything in trash and to hide it or anything like that? Or collect anything after you got out of work by the dumpsters or anything?
No.
Okay.
Okay. Even if surveillance footage says otherwise.
What do you mean? As far as what?
As far as it's contradicting
we got a story from one side of the party here. We're trying to get your side of the story, okay?
Oh.
So if you didn't try to hide anything in the trash cans or the trash bags by the dumpsters or something like that, then you need to let us know because that's what the other party is saying right now.
Yeah.
Okay. So all you do is take the money home with you in your pocket.
The investigating officers receive a grade of B+. Miranda delivery was procedurally correct. Strategic evidence disclosure was lawfully executed. The deduction reflects a single investigative gap. Surveillance described the suspect concealing tickets in trash bags for off-premises retrieval, a detail she denied on record. Officers did not directly confront that contradiction, leaving a material evidentiary inconsistency unresolved. The suspect receives a grade of C. Following a proper Miranda advisement, she waived her right to silence without counsel and delivered a detailed, self-incriminating account. The Fifth Amendment right to remain silent exists precisely for this scenario. A post-Miranda waiver converts every voluntary statement into a prosecutorial asset that cannot be reclaimed after the fact. Store management receives a grade of A-. Internal discovery was methodical, law enforcement notification was timely, and on-site coordination was effective. Maintaining the suspect on premises under a neutral pretext enabled the interview that produced a voluntary confession. The grade falls short of A+ due to the absence of confirmed written documentation and a verified restitution figure in the record. The controlling legal lesson concerns the Miranda waiver. Many suspects believe providing context or emotional explanation will improve their position. It rarely does. Under established Fifth and Sixth Amendment doctrine, the constitutionally correct response upon entering custody is to invoke the right to counsel unambiguously and immediately, and to say nothing further until an attorney is present. A voluntary confession given without counsel cannot be undone at trial. Let us know if there is an interaction or legal topic that you would like us to discuss in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel for more.